Hey guys, today's video is going to be a little bit different, okay? We're going to go through a blast through my past. I'm going to take you all to a town I used to live in. Only lived there for about 3 years, but them 3 years will always stick with me for the rest of my life. They were 3 really good years. The town has seriously changed since then, majorly, but I'm going to get what I can. So I'm going to take off the bandana, put the hat on, and yeah! Let's just go with it.
You are getting ready to watch
One Bubba Mike 1 on YouTube TV.
Yeah, come on, let's get started.
That's what I'm about to show you, which you probably see behind me now. Back years ago, when I was a kid, this is where I moved to. But believe me, it's nothing like what it looks like now. Now it's basically a restaurant. You can see it back when I was a kid. All through here was the yards. It was grass. There's an old barn there. An old storage building there. I mean, it's completely changed. Completely. Yep, there's my wife. Hi, Ange. I mean, this was all yard, and there was an old building there, so it's just to frame the building. It wasn't even red, it was white. I feel old. It's completely different. But this is where I started off at, right here. Back when I mean, if I could go back, oh hell, back in 1978, I would be standing in my backyard. Matter of fact, right here is where I bury one of my pets, directly underneath my feet now. Directly down there. Yeah, okay. I'm going to show you some other parts and we'll be back. Alright guys, this would be the front of that house right here. Okay my friends, this is the town of Lawrenceburg. And believe me, it's changed a whole bunch since I was a kid. Can you believe at one time I actually got pulled over by a cop because I was able to ride a wheelie up this whole street. The whole street. I say it was about maybe a quarter of a mile. I rode a wheelie all the way up through here and a cop pulled me over. Alright guys, I am standing on top of the levee, but when I was a kid this was much, much different. Way different. I'll show you what I'm looking at. Of course the Ohio River. And that little restaurant definitely wasn't here when I was a kid. There used to be boats and barges coming up and down this waterway all the time. When I was a kid I actually thought I was Huckleberry Finn, you know? I used to take my shoes off, smoke a pipe, just like Huckleberry Finn. I'll go fishing every chance I got. I practically lived, guys, right here on this river. I spent hours and hours when I was a kid, but it was different then. Don't look the same today. New. The wind is probably dickering over my program. Yeah! Where I'm standing at right now, I used to hang down here was like when I was a kid, but like I said up there, it's changed. Let me show you. There used to be a big building right through here. A lady I used to call Aunt Bertie used to live there. We used to ride up and down through these streets right through here, right over through here. None of this was here then. None of it was. That's Ivy Tech College, as you can see. That's where my daughter will be going to college. The only thing original is these few buildings right there. Of course, they had a makeover, you know, but that big building down there wasn't there. Them houses were here, but all this right through here is gone now. I will say it did look kind of run down when I was a kid. They did make it look pretty. This was probably, you know, where I'm at right now was probably the most ran down part of the town of Lawrenceburg when I was a kid. And yes, they did make it look pretty, but on the other hand, they killed so much historical buildings down here. They just took them away. It is way much prettier than what it was, you know. This actually was a bad part of town when I was a kid. It was. Oh yeah, I could sit here and name each house and who lived there. This is my stomping grounds. Way different now. All right, I'll be back. I'm gonna show you some other places, and yeah, just go with it. Well, I'm at one of the parks I used to play at a lot when I was a kid, but it's not here anymore. Today, it's a parking lot. Instead, over there is the park. Like I said, things have changed in this town. But I'll show you something that, you know, I haven't showed you guys yet, but Hollywood, my friends. Some motels for Hollywood Casino, but there she is. Beyond that is the boat. Not sure if we'll be able to get the boat on here. We could try, but this is altogether different when I was a kid. Way different. Oh man. You know, I feel so old. I do. Things have changed so much, it's unrecognizable today. You hear the traffic? When I was a kid, no traffic. None. Peaceful. Alright guys, I don't know where we're going to from here, but I'll be back. Also, when I was a kid, I used to come to this place a lot. Now back then, it was a lot different, of course, but one thing did stay the same. The local bowling alley. Now back through here was stores, and that's where we used to get our groceries and stuff. And when I got older, and I moved to the town I'm living in now, that building right there used to be the bakery. That's where I learned a lot of skills. I worked there as a baker for many years. And was just a lot of grass, a lot of places for a young kid my age back then to explore and have fun with it. And there's none of them things today. None of them things. Okay, let's show you a few more things, and yeah. Oh, well, I see the building right there hasn't changed. It's just a big building. It ain't worth getting on here. Just go with it. Also, when I was a kid, guys, they had this thing that was called a flying horse. Now, they used to use this back in the parades many, many years ago, even before I was a kid. Well, today, and back when I was a kid, it was entombed in glass. Well, one day, I was over here playing baseball, and my ball went through the glass. My mother had to replace that glass. And here, I'll show you what it looks like. You know, it didn't change any. But here, I'll show you. There it is, guys, the flying horse. And the glass I broke was that one right there. You see I can see my reflection. My mother had to pay hundreds and hundreds of dollars to get that glass piece fixed. Peggy, the flying horse. I'll show you a little bit more of the street I used to live on. So I was driving by before. But this is the street I used to live on, and it wasn't as busy as it is now. And I lived right up that way, if you can see it. Nowhere near as busy as it is now. Oh, this place has changed. Guys, I'm going to name this video, probably I'm getting old. Or you know you're old when, whew, it's hot out here today too. Oh, super hot. Wish I could have showed you guys more, but a lot of places we couldn't get into. I thought we could, and this and that and that and this, and just go with it. Things were different for me when I was a kid. This is a place that I enjoyed life. I enjoyed all the things that every child should, you know, enjoy. I was able to go fishing every day. I was able to enjoy a small town with, you know, good people. That's the way things were back then. Every time you see me, I would have a fishing pole in one hand or my bicycle in the other. I loved it. I grew up here. This town did a lot for me. But things do change, my friends. Alright guys, we're gonna go grab some lunch and try to make a phone call Yeah, that will be on the video you see before this one. We're gonna try to call and see if we can be able to go get pictures of that old house. Yeah, so right now we're headed to lunch and just go with it. I'll get some more then. Alright guys, remember the little fountain I told you that I went swimming in as a kid? I'm going to show it to you in just a minute. So bear with me. And yes, as I'm vlogging, people are looking at me. But I don't care. Alright, minus the fence around it, this hasn't changed much. When I was a kid, if we didn't have no money to go swimming, my friend and I used to swim here. Yes, we would actually go swimming here. We did this quite a bit. And one day, we was escorted out by the police. Now the police station at the time was right over there. Not anymore, but yeah. And we used to swim here. Them were the days. It was good. And right where I'm standing right now, it is at least about 10 degrees cooler than over there. Oh, it feels good. Yeah. That didn't change at all. I'm going to feed my cheeseburger locker. Cheeseburgers.
Yeah, I need a double cheese. And I want mayonnaise and ketchup only on that.
Mmm.
A large fry.
Mmm. We won't be getting drinks here though. They only have Coke products. But yeah, my daughter in the back seat.
Let me get a crispy chicken sandwich.
She's hot.
A cheesy cheddar burger. And a small fry.
It's only like 99 degrees today.
Will it be on for you today?
Yes.
1075, first window, thank you.
Thank you.
Well guys, over 30 years ago I lived in that small town. Well, it was a small town then, not today. Lots have changed. That's basically what this video is about today. Like a jump through my past. Something I want to get on video. Some of my good friends want to see it on video. So, with that being said guys, we just got done having lunch. I'm going to go ahead and turn it off now, and yeah, we're still trying to check out, see if we can get into that old house, which you'll find out if we did or didn't. That video is going to go up before this one will. So we're still trying. I'm one Bubba Mike 1, and yeah, let's get out of here.